1. And Google allows us to count down easily into, it is the Martin Fowler Scrum on Thursday. We have Brent and Michael and Sam. Brent, how are things going with you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. I've started to look at the embedded map piece of work for local support. I've already found a couple of things we need to consider, and I have a question as well. So in terms of the two things we need to consider, the first one is the X-frame options within Rails and the same origin, so that so out of the box, Rails doesn't allow you to present your pages to a different domain. So it looks like there's some gems to get around that, and you can also get around it if you're using things like Nginx and things. So I don't know how that would work in Heroku. So that's one consideration. The other one, I think that one's solvable. The other one is more of a consideration and probably something we do need to discuss, and that is the Google API. Because obviously, for us to display the map, we're going to have to load the Google API within the iframe. And again, there's this cross-domain thing with Google API. Now, you can enable it, but it's whether or not we want to enable it so that any domain can use our API key. So that's something, I don't know how that will work, whether or not, because it's in an iframe, it's being served by the Harrow domain, then that's fine, or whether we're going to have to open up our API to any domain.
Sure. Well, I think we may, I think sensibly in the first instance, we wouldn't want to open up to any domain. We would fix it to specifically those domain, like the client's domain and the Harrow Council domain, the ones that we wanted it to work with.
Okay. That makes sense. The question I have is, in terms of the scope of the task, is it just a map we want to present, or do we want to present the map and the list?
I think just the map.
Just the map. Okay.
In the first instance, let's go with just the map. I think because that's in the later on maybe it's going to be like we would give the person embedding it the option to do one or the other. But let's start with the map, because I think that's the most appealing thing.
Yeah. Excellent. And so that's me. No blockers as yet. So I'm good to continue with that.
Great. Excellent. Thanks, Brent. Wonderful. Let's go on to Michael. Hey, Michael, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you? I'm going to be at the mob, I think, in an hour.
Right.
And we'll do pairing later. 3 hours from now. And just reviewing stuff. Not really programming stuff, but like inferring causality and average treatment effects. And all that kind of stuff.
Data mining stuff. Good stuff. Machine learning.
It's not really data mining, but it's more like classic social science.
Inferring causality. You're talking about like correlation versus causality and these kind of things.
Yeah, like anyway, like the randomized trial and all that stuff.
Yeah. Right. The scientific method.
Mediating variables.
Indeed. Yes. Something I have taught courses on. Exciting stuff. Good show. Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you in the mob. We have it's the React mob is coming up at the top of the hour. I have got to do some prep for that because we're moving into this new rally coding thing where the more prep is needed. Updates from me. I spent most of the last hour updating rewriting a transcript for the AV102 course on user stories, which is nice. My plan is to re-record that video and thus continue improving the teaching assistant training course. There's just a lot to do there, and it takes a long time to put the videos together and record them and this, that, and the other. So I guess it's an ongoing work. I've had actually quite a successful day yesterday. We had a great local support meeting yesterday. I think you were both there. I felt we took a lot of good decisions and got a lot of sort of excited about Sigu's initiative. And anything else that happened? Not much. Also the LibreOffice. So this is for the private paid project, not private project, the Agile Ventures paid project for a charity. They've got this charity has got a membership database currently in, what is it, Lotus Approach, and they want to move it maybe to MS Access. And I was just looking at how we might be able to import it into LibreOffice, and that's sort of, yeah, that looks like that it might actually work and allow us to do that for them. So the key thing there is we've got to put together a bid on this project, and might bring some money in, which would be nice. Other things, sure, I managed to get my taxes done, and I'm renegotiating our sponsorship deal with our sponsor. So I've got to check in with that. But yeah, otherwise no blockers. Main thing going forward is get prepped up for the not Elixir React mob. And yeah, Michael, we're thinking we might pair on the async voter rather than the machine learning model this afternoon.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Good show. Well, I think that's our Scrum, unless there's any other business.
No, I'm good, thank you.
I'm just remembering what I have done is I've got new premium mob and face-to-face pages up in the staging site, which is now not here because that's all in the marketing channel. I've kind of adjusted everything to have, as was recommended, these sort of pop-ups, try and make the initial, when you land on the page, there'd be less text. So if people are all happy with that, that will all get sorted. And we've also got the website one planning meeting coming up later today, where yeah, I'm feeling very pleased with having gradually moved our waffle board into a state where the things that I was responsible for in the ready column are gradually getting moved into the please check column. So that is pleasing. Yeah. Okay, that's our Scrum.
All right, bye.
Time for tea and bagels.
Transcendental meditation.
Yeah, I usually do that after the mob. Before the mob, after a mob, I need a bit of transcendental meditation.
Yeah.
Actually, on the subject of the transcendental, I mean, what I had heard about transcendental meditation was that it was one where you kind of allow your mind to wander, and you just sort of let it go. Is that
Sorry, you broke up for me there.
Oh, I was saying the thing that I'd heard about the transcendental meditation was that it's where you just sort of let your mind drift.
Yes, basically. Yeah, you have a mantra, and they teach you how to do it. So you do actually have to have some training. Yeah, you have a mantra which forces your body to just transcend. Basically, it just totally relaxes, and you're still conscious, but you're just totally well relaxed and rested, or resting rather.
Yeah, I was doing, I forgot the name of it now, Headspace. There's the app.
Yes, I did that as well.
I did that for about a year, and before that I was doing actually just an online course, an audio course on meditation, and then I did Headspace for about a year, and then so now I'm just sort of doing a weird thing where I basically look at the clouds and I let my mind wander.
Yeah,
and that's quite nice.
Yeah, no, I used to do the Headspace, and then because of the CFS, I was recommended to try this
right
PM, and it worked really well.
Cool.
You go outside, like you look at the clouds.
Well, if the weather's good, and I've got this now. My wife bought me a deck chair as a present for my birthday this year, and so if the weather's good, I will go and sit in the garden and in the deck chair and watch the clouds. But I've also got the place where I often have lunch is in like the top room in our house, and that's got quite large windows, and I can sit on the sofa there and I can actually see quite a large vista of clouds. And I've really got into cloud. I just, watching the sky. I mean, it's not in the UK. It is often just kind of grey, but there's certainly, like maybe 3 days out of 7 where there's really kind of like a lot of stuff going on with the clouds. They're these. I could talk about clouds, but you probably.
No, I understand. It's like you say that you can certainly create some interesting shapes with your imagination. It's yeah. And
I think the thing for me with the clouds is just compared to most of well, I mean, you know, I would be doing it if we had Mount, like, basically, I'm in northwest London and it's pretty damn flat and there's not many other, you've got some nice trees and stuff around, but the clouds, they're just on a very strange scale for most of the stuff that we're dealing day to day, you know, in a house, computer, like everything's of a certain scale. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a certain, you know, water bottle, this, you know, there. Whereas the clouds are just, you're not even sure how many miles away you're seeing, or the size of the thing that you're looking at.
Yeah,
and it's
absolutely. Kind of, yeah, awesome.
Good stuff. Yes, I need to get like a big cloudy desktop or something. Cool. Right. Well, I think that is our Scrum, well and truly scrummed. I'll look forward to seeing both of you before too long. Bye for now.
Yeah. Take care. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks. Bye.